Yo, guys, what's up? I got the plays for you guys for the NBA games on Friday. We got two more plays, like always, that we're going to get into in 1 second. First, before we do, depending on what app you bet on or when you place the bet, we cashed again today on Thursday. We are now on a 17-3 run. Again, some of you guys might have gotten the Curry play at exactly 6 assists, which means you pushed and tied, didn't make or lose any money. But a lot of you guys, I do know, did get it at 5.5, which I said try to take it over on 5.5. That is why it's very important on what app and what site you are actually placing these bets on. I'll get a little bit more into that in a second. But first, make sure to drop a like on this video, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, depending on what app you bet on, 17-3 run on this channel right now. That is literally the best run I've ever seen on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it is the best run ever on YouTube. So make sure to like the video and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. I post these free pick videos for you guys every single day. And these are the last, 9 videos we have cashed in 8 of them or 7 of them. So make sure to subscribe so don't miss the future free pick videos. Now, before we get into the plays today, like I was just mentioning, like I say all the time, it is so important what app you are betting on. You need to be betting on the apps with the best lines and the best payouts. Right now, it kind of changes all the time, but at least right now, that app is by far and away Parlay play right here. So if you live in any one of these white or gray states on this map, including even Canada, that means you could download the Parlay Play app. And I'm telling you guys, you need to do this right now. It takes like 5 minutes to do. I know a lot of people hate downloading another app. It seems annoying, but I'm telling you guys, it's going to take 5 minutes to do, and you are going to love this app. I promise you that. So if you live in one of those states, use the links down below in the description and comments of this video. Download and deposit through those links, and you get a $100 deposit match. If you do it on your own and you don't use the links down below, make sure to type in code GhostLocks before you deposit. You have to put that code in before you deposit, or again, just use the links down below and it does that for you. But when you deposit, again, $100 deposit match. You also, I will give you guys a free month of VIP where you get extra slips texted directly to your phone every day. So if you want to be in VIP for an entire month for completely free, all I ask of you is to download at least $10 using code GhostLocks on Parlay Play, and then just drop a comment down below saying, hey, I used your code, so I can find you and then I can send you that link to the free month of VIP. So again, if you want a free month of VIP, then cool, just deposit at least $10 using that code, drop a comment down below, and then you will start getting text messages every day of all of my favorite slips, and you get that for an entire month for completely free. But again, even if you don't care about VIP, you don't want extra slips, totally get that. Still would highly recommend it because again, $100 deposit match, so $100 for free. And again, yesterday, if you placed that bet on Parlay Play, you cashed. If you placed it on Prizepicks, you tied. So it is very important what apps you're placing these bets on. And the payout on Parlay Play yesterday was way better than Prizepicks to begin with anyway. And again, today is a very similar situation, but we'll get into that right now. So let's hop into the plays. The first play I have for you guys today is going to be somebody who I don't necessarily want to take, but again, not a great time of the year to be betting anyway. It's, towards the end of the season, so there's a lot of teams tanking, a lot of injuries, a lot of players getting, minutes restrictions, stuff like that. So it's a very hard time to bet anyway, and I've been saying that, so be very careful at this time of the year, even though we are on literally the best run I've ever been on, which is kind of ironic, but it is a very hard time to be betting right now, so be very careful. But we're going to be taking Sabonis over his rebounds at 13.5. Now, like I said, I don't love betting on Sabonis just because for some reason on this channel, I feel like every time we bet on the guy, he absolutely craps the bed and plays like trash almost every single time. However, with that being said, pretty much every time I've ever bet on him on this channel, we have been taking his points. Now we are going to be taking his rebounds. He's a lot more consistent with his rebounds. Obviously, if you know anything about Sabonis, you know the guy's a rebounding machine. You could see he's gone over this line of 13.5, which is already seems like a big line, but not really for Sabonis. He's gone over this line 3 out of his last 5 games, and 2 of those games he missed by 0.5, and then the other one he missed by like 2. So he's been playing really good. Again, super consistent when it comes to rebounding, so we know he's going to get somewhat close to this line. Even if he doesn't go over, he's going to have a very good chance towards the end of the game, which obviously we need him to have. And going against Charlotte in this game, fantastic matchup, one of the best matchups he could possibly have for rebounding. They give up the 3rd most rebounds in the entire league to centers this year, and recently they have been giving up a ton of rebounds. They are literally a horrible rebounding team, especially with LaMelo Ball out. Not that he's going out and getting 10 rebounds a game, but Melo was making a lot of his shots. Now that they don't have LaMelo Ball, they are literally just hucking threes the entire game and giving up an insane amount of rebounds, even more than they were when Melo was playing. So now that he's out, the amount of missed shots they have, the amount of opportunities for rebounds that opposing centers have against Charlotte is just insane. So the only thing I worry about with this game and this play is a possible blowout. The Kings could blow the Hornets out, but I don't really expect it to be a situation where he doesn't see any fourth quarter minutes. I think as long as he plays a couple minutes in the fourth quarter, he should go over this line. So we just need it to stay close enough. It doesn't even have to stay super close, but if it's a 12, 13, 14-point game in the fourth quarter and he just goes in for 4 or 5 minutes, he should be able to get this done and go over 13 and a half rebounds. So that's going to be the first play I have for you guys right there. The second play I don't think Prizepicks has up yet, which happens almost every single video at this point because Prizepicks takes forever to post their plays, but it's fine. By the time you guys are watching this video, the play is probably already up anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But the play we are going to be taking, and again, I'll show you on Parlay Play because they're great. They already have the plays up. I already locked it in on Parlay Play. So again, another reason to get Parlay Play. They post the lines earlier. They're better lines, and the payouts are better. But again, just hopping into it. We're taking Porzingis over his points of 19 and a half. So he's been actually doing really well with this line recently. There's been a lot of injuries on the Celtics. It kind of bounces around who's injured on the team. Right now, Jaylen Brown is questionable. I don't think he's going to play in this game. I think even if he does play in this game, I still like Porzingis to go over. But obviously, if he sits out, then I really like Porzingis to go over. And it's looking like he's going to sit out, at least as of right now. So going against the Suns, they are literally the second or third worst team. I forget which one. I think it's the third worst defense in the entire league when it comes to defending opposing centers. They give up the third most points. So they are a really bad defensive team, specifically to the center position. And Porzingis just played them not that long ago, literally, I want to say like a week or two ago, and he dropped 30 points against them. If you look at the last couple centers that has played against the Suns, they're getting destroyed. You have Brook Lopez, who played them twice in the last 2 weeks. He had over 20 points in both of those games. Giannis had like 37 against them, and then I don't even remember the other centers, but if you just keep looking at every center that's going against them, they are absolutely destroying them. Again, I will repeat that. Brook Lopez had over 20 points both times he played the Suns. That should put in perspective how bad the Suns are defensively against centers. Brook Lopez, I'm not trying to trash on the guy. He's not a horrible center, but obviously we all know Porzingis is a way better scorer than him. So Porzingis, using basic logic, should be able to go over 19 and a half points. Again, another situation, the only thing that I kind of see off about this, or the only thing that, scares me a little bit, is if the Celtics blow the Suns out in this game and he doesn't see a lot of minutes, then he might not go over. However, last time they played, it was an insane, 30-point blowout. He didn't even play 30 minutes in that game, and he still dropped 30 points. So it doesn't scare me that much because clearly, even if it is a blowout, he could easily still go over this number. And then in a crazy case, if it's not a blowout, then he should definitely go over this line of 19 and a half. But that's going to be the two-man play that I have for you guys for the games on Friday. Again, make sure to drop a like on this video. I really, really would appreciate it. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel either. Before we get out of here, I will remind you guys, we're on an insane run. Make sure you place this play in on Parlay Play to make sure you actually get these lines, because when Prizepicks puts Porzingis up, they're probably going to put him at 20 and a half, maybe even higher. So make sure to get it at 19 and a half on Parlay Play. But again, even if you could only bet on Prizepicks and they do put it up at 20 and a half, it's okay to still take the over. It's just obviously not as good. So again, would recommend Parlay Play insane. It is the biggest advantage you can get, and it's the biggest thing that I recommend for you guys. Links down below. Just click the links, download it, and deposit through those links. And again, you get a $100 deposit match, and you could also get a free month of VIP if you want that. Just drop a comment down below, and I got you guys. Other than that, these are the two plays I got for you guys for the games on Friday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.